All right, we are live. I love that intro.
I love that song. That's cool.
Well, thank you.
My softball coach back in the day when I was like in 4th grade used to play that song before us every game.
She's aging.
Did I get you going?
I'm aging.
4th grade. We're like, oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right, for everybody watching, as you can see, we have Callie Levin up in the upper right corner. Molly down below, who's our regular co-host on this show, and Shanda Berry. Bringing her on for a special reason because she has a connection to the Levine family, and we thought it would be nice to have her on for this show. So, perfect. Guys, hit that subscribe button. I believe we're at 472. We're 28 away from 500. Let's get to 500 tonight. While you're sitting there, hit that subscribe button while you're watching.
You got to get it. Come on.
Yeah. We'd like to have it, guys. And then, maybe we'll do something fun if we get to 500 quickly. Okay. All right. And then, like it and share it with all your friends. All righty. I'll be sending you guys a copy of the link into your emails or text messages in order for you guys to share it as well. Make it easier for everybody.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we got Callie Levin, number 32 on the Iowa Hawkeye basketball team. And I just kind of wanted to do a little fun thing just to see how she reacts, okay? Callie, your favorite movie that you've seen.
Okay, I like romance movies. I really like The Notebook.
You and my wife get along just fine. That's her favorite movie.
I watch it a lot, but every time I watch it, it just breaks my heart every time.
Oh.
You're sap like me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and I know between basketball and your school studies, you're a very busy girl, but do you have a binge-worthy TV show that you like to watch? You just binge on?
I've watched so many TV shows, like it's not okay. I actually have trouble finding TV shows now, but I'd probably say Grey's Anatomy is one of my favorites.
Yep.
I've watched up to like 21, I think, season 21.
Keep going.
And just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. You don't stop. And I'm so for it. Like, let's just keep this going.
It's so great.
It is. It's awesome.
I have a softball player doing the same thing. She's watching it in the hallway. And I'm like, you should be doing your work. She's like, I'm watching Grey's, coach. Like, really?
I know. It's good. It's so good.
No, it's funny you should say that because back in 2015, my weight trainer who was training me, I saw her looking at her phone, and instead of training me, I just said, "What are you watching?" She goes, "Grey's Anatomy." I said, "No, just put it down. Come train me, please."
That's awesome.
Wow.
All right. Okay. I got another one. I just put on here favorite drink. Like, what do you like to drink? When you want to just you're thirsty and you don't want water.
Yeah, I'm a big coffee girl. I love a good latte. Like an iced white chocolate mocha. That's where it's at. I love going to different coffee shops. I just love coffee. I'm a big coffee girl. But I don't like black coffee. Like, I like sugary coffee.
Okay. So tell me, what's your favorite go-to coffee spot?
In Solon, there's this place. It's called Zoetic Coffee. And it's just ran by some local owners. Lisa Bishop, actually. She owns it. She played at Iowa State.
Nice.
Which, it's fine. We still like her, I guess. But it's so good. Like, the vibe there's awesome. Their coffee. Cool. My sister works there. It's the best place.
Oh, awesome. Great. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Your favorite fast food restaurant?
Okay, probably I gotta go with this is a hard one. Probably Poncheros. Yeah, okay. Poncheros.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
And you're going out with the family. Where's your best sit-down restaurant?
Oh, Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah. I can go with that.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite ice cream flavor?
I like, let me think. I think I would just go with like a cookie dough or a, Reese's peanut butter cup, something like that in there.
There you go.
But with like chocolate ice cream. Yeah.
Mine usually has to have a caramel swirl in it. If it has caramel swirl, that's good. I'm more apt to eat it.
The more the merrier. Like, just put it all in,
Yeah, there you go.
Chocolate peanut butter.
Yes.
All right. Does
No.
pineapple belong on a pizza?
What'd you say?
No pineapple on pizza.
Oh,
I
got me there.
No.
I love it.
Absolutely
Oh
not.
yeah, ham and pineapple.
I
Woohoo!
I used to like it, but now I just don't like it. It's
Ham,
too like
pineapple, and bacon. More pig, the better.
yeah.
Oh, gracious, no.
Yeah.
I'm pretty basic with my pizza. So
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Who is your funniest teammate that makes you laugh the hardest?
this is a hard one. Everyone's so funny, but oh my gosh. Oh man, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna have to go with, let's see. I think Taylor Strumlow is really funny.
Really?
I mean, we spend a lot of time together, but that girl's witty. Like she just says stuff and it's like you'll be laughing for hours.
That's awesome.
Great. Good. Okay. And this is going to be the last off-topic question. Who do you? Because you guys are known for your TikToks on that team.
Oh yeah.
Who's the best dancer on the team?
Yeah.
Everyone, okay. I gotta say, at the beginning of the year, people thought I wasn't a good dancer, but now like they're like, oh, she's kind of good. They like get it now. I would say though the best dancer is probably Kenise, or Hannah. Kenise or Hannah, pretty good dancers. Like
Okay.
they have rhythm, honestly.
All right. And my wife is on here. She wanted me to ask you if you like fudge and cats.
Okay, I like fudge, and we have 3 cats, so I love cats.
Oh, we got 3 cats as well. So
Yes.
Fudge.
and I know.
Gotta be homemade.
That's such a Midwestern question. Fudge.
Yeah.
Do you like
It
fudge?
is. Fudge.
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 It's good.
Yeah. Used to love going to my in-laws at Christmas time because my father-in-law would have a big batch of homemade fudge sitting around. You just had to snoop around and find it before.
Yeah.
I'm telling
My
you.
grandma, she'll make fudge and just bring it. She'll bring it to us and stuff. It's so good. Peanut butter fudge, the best.
See?
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, and it's not in the South. I haven't had a fudge in a long time. Fudge is used in a different way down here. They say,
Wow.
oh, fudge. That's about it. There's no fudge eating, though.
Cute.
A lot of fun. Now, Callie, this is your first year on the team. And I know Molly wants to ask you about your first year experience. So, Molly, take it away.
Yeah. Jeez, girl.
Yes.
I know it's exciting. I know it was exciting to be there, right? But
Yes.
I also know from experience, frustrating, not getting that playing time. How did you keep your mindset right?
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing for me was just obviously staying positive. And Coach Reina, she was a big reason why I always stayed positive. We set a plan up, and every day we worked out together before practice, after practice. And, I'd get shots up by myself after practice. I think I was just always so motivated to prove myself out there because I knew that I could, but I just wanted to continue to improve so that I could get on that court one day. So just staying positive.
Yeah, I know it's tough because, there was times where I went in and out of the lineup. I was a starter, then I was out because of injuries. And I mean, it can break your spirit. So I give you credit for that. I know we were talking before they came on, and you were talking about all those freshmen from UCLA that entered the portal. You see what I'm saying? You very well could be in that same position. So, what keeps you loyal? What keeps you you there?
Yeah. I mean, I'm 15 minutes from home, but I think the biggest thing is I'm just, I'm a local girl, and I know in my mind, and I know I'm going to play on that court, right? I know I'm going to, whatever it takes. So I think just keeping that in my head, obviously the transfer portal, it makes it easy for me to just be able to go play for a lower mid-major or something like that. But, I think that I can prove myself here, and I think that I can play here. So just keeping that in my mind all the time.
Yeah, and you never know when your time's going to come. I mean, because
Exactly.
somebody can go down, somebody else can jump in the portal. Like, you
Mhm.
just never know when it's going to be your time. And I think keeping that mindset and keeping that positive, there, and just knowing and working and showing and always
Yes.
coming in as that positive influence. I mean, I see
Yeah.
you on the bench. I see what you're doing on the
Yeah.
bench. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Thank
not an
you.
easy thing to do, but it's amazing.
No.
It's easy. I mean, I know the best 2 minutes or the best 2 minutes or hardly any minutes I ever played was when we beat Tennessee by 17 to go to the Final Four. And I didn't even
Yeah.
play in that game, but you'd never know it.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Like, people don't understand that that's what it's about. And I really admire that in you because I can see
Yeah.
it. I see it in you.
Mhm.
And you're
Yeah.
gonna get your chance, girl. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Thank
happen.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just, Coach
Absolutely.
Raina also, she always was like, just work while you wait, right?
Yep.
You can work while
Mhm.
you wait, and then once you get that opportunity, you got to optimize it, and you got to do the best you can when you get it, because you're not guaranteed an opportunity.
Right. But when it's there, you take it, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
you
take
do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well, you are a point guard, right? Or are you a combo type guard, or?
I'm like a combo. I play 1, 2, and 3. I've kind of learned how to play off the ball a little bit more this year, so I can do it. I can do both.
Yeah. When you were in high school, weren't you recruited as a point guard? Or not?
Yeah,
Or am
I
I wrong
was.
on that?
No, because I played point guard my whole life,
Mhm.
since when I was little up until, even now. So yes, I think with Aaliyah being playing the 1-2, it kind of made it harder. But I still think of myself as a point guard, but I can feel like I can also play the 2 and the 3.
Yep.
Cool.
I
Good.
love to pass the ball. Like, that's one thing about me. I love to pass the ball. I love fun passes, and so I think, like, even if I do play the 2, like, I'm still showing, like, my point guard, attributes and stuff. So whatever
Right.
position I play.
Yeah, because I look at how you guys play it. I mean, year 1 and 2 are pretty interchangeable. I mean, like,
Yes.
it's not like you're just like, oh, okay, I know for sure that this is our point guard. I mean, you guys are running the ball up the court, and year 1 and 2 are pretty interchangeable. And you all you
Yes,
just run the off.
because
I mean, if you get in it, you run your offense. I mean,
yes. Like, our transition, it's just, like, whoever's the closest to the ball, and then you push it up. So it doesn't even matter if it's the
exactly.
1. It's just a 1 to 2 to 3 off, like, transition, which is
Yep. Like,
nice.
yeah, very. Yes.
Okay. This one's from Raina. I don't know if it's Coach Raina or not, but Callie, so many people say culture. You talk to many players at other teams. I assume, what is it about Iowa that keeps kids there? I think you kind of answered it personally for yourself.
Yes. Yes. I think the big thing on culture is my teammates. Like, our coaches recruit really great people. You look at everyone, and everyone's just such a joyous person. Like, we have no drama on our team at all. Like, none. We just all get along so well. And I think that's really hard for, like, other teams, because you get a lot of different personalities, a lot of different backgrounds. But with our team, like, we just fit so well. And I think that's just kudos to who the coaches recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And I
I just
think
was gonna.
the
Go
crazy
ahead.
part
Whoever
about
was
that
talking.
though, is, I don't know, Shanda, you can speak to this too, but I think that's always been the culture at Iowa. Like, it's
Yeah.
literally, once you're a Hawkeye, you're always a Hawkeye, and we're sisters. Like,
Yep.
we're all just sisters, and we'll take care of each other. I don't know where that comes from, but it's just, you step
I
on the
know.
court as a Hawkeye, it's like we have each other's back.
Yes.
It's always that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the Midwest culture, and everything that you're raised as a kid, and the commitments that you make, and you stay with your commitments.
Mhm.
And what Coach Bluter and Coach Jan Jensen are doing with the teams, and have done in the past with the teams, is they bring you guys together. I see your little huddles and your circles, and I wish we would have done more of that when I played there,
Right.
and just shared more about who we are and got to know each other a lot better than we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So one of the things I thought I read somewhere is that you wanted to put a little extra work in. So during practices, did I hear that you played with the guys on their team
I did. You
against
heard it
your team?
right. Well, I mean, we got this blue squad, right? And they're playing against the starters. They're guarding Lucy Olson. They're guarding Kylie, guarding Sid, Taylor McCabe, all these players. I'm like, I want to guard them. You know, if I'm not gonna get in on the team for scrimmage, then I want to be playing against them. So I went up to Coach Raina first, and I asked her, I was like, would it be a possibility for me to play on the blue squad? And she was like, what? Like, she was like kind of confused. And I was like, yeah, like playing the blue squad, I really would want to. And she's like, I've never had a player ask me that before, but yeah, let me talk to Coach Jan and we can get it set. So I think it was midway through the season or something like that. I played with them, and I think it brought me a lot more confidence. It reminded me that I can play basketball against these girls, you know, and I can do this. I think it's hard too when you sit there and you're in your mind, you're in your head a lot. And so I just kind of wanted to play basketball. I hadn't played in forever since the state championship game, and I hadn't played in a game for a long time, and I just want to have fun again. So that's what that kind of created. I'm just so grateful that they gave me that opportunity to do that, because it made me so much better throughout the year. You know, I'm guarding Lucy like almost every practice, and she's one of the best in the nation. I mean, she's about to go get drafted. So like, that's just going to make you so much better. And then also just being able to play so much like more free on offense without like having to run a system. I think as a freshman, it can be hard, you know, to figure out where to get your shots in the system. So just being able to play free and confident was really fun.
Smart girl.
Very smart. Good choice.
All right.
Yes,
you brought up your
girl.
state championship high school game. I did watch it out here in California when you did play, but I went back and watched your highlights today. Now, I heard you were hurt in the title game, but I'm going to tell you what, you didn't look hurt. If you were hurt, you were playing through a lot of pain.
You know, my ankle had been, I think I rolled it like the first round game to get to state or something. It was like against a lower team, and I had rolled it, and then I got it taped at halftime. But then ever since then, like my ankle had been bothering me. But I was on a mission. So a girl on a mission, you can't stop her. And I got it taped every game. I took ibuprofen, and I was fine.
Okay. Are you still having that ankle issue, or have you got past that?
No, I've gotten past it. The trainers here at Iowa are like great. So we got it this summer. I got it strengthened and took some time to just get better and heal, and I feel great.
Yeah, I saw some videos where I think you, Aaliyah, Kenise, and Hannah were all on the sidelines cheering the team on while they were doing their summer workouts.
Yes. Yeah, that was such a bummer that I couldn't do summer workouts, because they look so fun, you know? It's summer workouts are fun. You just get scrimmage and play, and but I tried to just have a voice on the side and impact in that way. But still, it's really hard.
Yeah.
Well, so
you got one? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask, like, so, you know, us over here having heart attacks at the beginning of the year when you guys were deciding to, you know, do your thing and not win some games, giving us heart attacks, right?
Talking that 5-game
you know.
going, oh no.
Just letting you know over here. And us just watching you drop in the Big Ten, and just, you know, that I know, right? And the start was not as strong. How did the team deal with that? As you guys, I mean, I knew you were going to be okay, but how did you all deal? Like, what was going on?
Yeah, I think like that made us so strong. Like going through that made us so much stronger, and it made us grow so much. You'd think that after like losing 2 games in a row, like you just give up, right? I mean, you're almost at the bottom of the Big Ten. Like you think
it was
you just
5.
give up.
It was 5. Yeah. I think it was 5.
5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would have been nice if it was only 2.
I know. You get there and you're just like I don't know, but our team was like, we kept coming back to practice, and Coach Jay just kept preaching like, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Like, just keep going. And we had this analogy. It was like this swimmer, and she's almost to the shore, but she just can't see it yet. But we just got to keep swimming.
Keep on swimming.
That's what we did. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we did. And every day we just came back and worked hard, and then finally it paid off and we got that reward. The USC game was huge for us.
Yes.
Just
Yeah, it was.
to
Yeah.
get that momentum, to feel like we can do this thing. We're one of the top teams in the nation.
Mhm.
It was a great win, and we
Yes.
Yeah, and you
finally
almost
got off that
Yeah.
losing streak.
Yeah.
yeah, and you almost had UCLA and Ohio State both.
So
Yes.
close. Oh,
So close.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
all
other
of our
thing-
games we only lost by like 2 or
Yes.
3,
Oh.
5. So close.
If those free throw percentages would have been up just a little bit, you
Yes.
guys would have won.
We talked about that every day in practice.
I know you
She made
did.
us shoot so many free throws. Everyone was in there. Everyone's like, all
Yeah.
right, let's go. Make these,
I figured. My other
Yeah.
thing is I know that it seemed like, and I don't know if we're right or not, but just being as a player, it seemed like in the beginning we were trying to figure out who were the leaders, like who was the leader
Mhm.
on the floor, because you had
Yeah.
Caitlin, you had Kate Martin, you had those players that were being the leaders, and then the players that were out there that needed to be the leaders were role players from last year.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes,
pretty
that was
sure you had some talks about that.
Yeah, I think Sydney really came into
Yeah.
being a leader, like during our losing streak. I think she really realized that that was her role to, push us in practice and use her voice and be positive. And then Lucy came along in that role.
Yeah.
And it just like, then those two kind of really use their voice in practice and preach to us that we are one of the top teams in the nation, and preach to us like their like dreams for this team this year. And I think that's when everyone was like, okay, like let's go, like we're all along for this ride and this journey. And then you have
Yeah.
like people who are, like me and other people who are just trying to use your voice during practice to be positive and impact people. And I think that was really helpful too, just because our team is full of like I said, just such joyous people.
Mhm.
So it was all about just finding those main leaders though, and kind of giving them that role.
Yeah.
I think watching you cheer your team on the bench along with Jada and AJ, you guys were, the three of you were just jumping. You would have never known that you guys weren't getting in much playing time in the game
Yeah.
when you watch
Yeah.
you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
You
absolutely
guys were
not.
heavily involved with your teammates.
Yes, I think that was, it's hard. You're sitting there and stuff, but it makes it easier when you get into someone else's head and get out of your own. So that's what I tried to do. I just tried to be positive for my teammates, because I know that they're going through stuff too. So if I can cheer for them and be there for them, then that's going to help us win the game too.
Well, got another question. You brought up Kate
Absolutely.
Martin, and you told me before the ladies got on that you scrimmaged with Kate Martin today. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of been really cool. Like for the past 2 weeks, Kate Martin's been back in the house, and she brought her trainer with her. She texted us and was like, "Hey, does anyone want to get up and down and just scrimmage?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"Yes,
Yeah, I'm up for it."
count me in."
Hello.
Like,
Yes. I'm scrimmaging with
Please.
her, with Lucy, with Kylie, with Stremlo, and it's
Awesome.
just been a blast. I think it's just so fun because these girls, they just come back and they just want to play, and
yeah.
it just makes you so much better. Like I was saying, guarding these tough guards and being guarded by these tough guards. So it's been pretty fun today. We always play games to 7. I'm pretty sure we played like 20 plus games to 7. Like we just wanted to keep
Wow.
playing, and everyone's so competitive that like if you set an amount of games and then it's like someone wins, you're like, no, run it back.
Gotta do another one. Yep.
Yep.
That's
Oh, how
awesome.
fun that you guys must be having and everything. So,
I love it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Shanda, I feel like you're kind of left out. You got anything you would like to talk about or say? I don't want to feel like you're getting squeezed out here.
I'm not feeling left out. I'm just here.
She's like, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
I like
great.
being on the show, but No, I mean, it was, I'm glad that you guys, offered for me to chime in tonight and with Callie, and, I'm just excited for her because I know she's been wanting to be a Hawkeye forever. And,
Yeah.
she's doing great, and her attitude is fantastic. And I just praise that, she keeps it up, and she's, like you said, she's going to get her time. You're going to get it. It's going to be there. I waited.
Yes.
I waited 2 years, and you're gonna get your time. So hang in there.
Who knows? With Aaliyah leaving, maybe your time will come next year in a backup role or something, or even you rise to the occasion and beat everybody out.
I mean, you never
Definitely.
know.
That's summer stuff. I'm just kind of on the grind right now, trying to just grow some confidence. And all that stuff.
That put you behind a little bit, didn't for you sit there during the summer last year, right? So you're not doing that now.
Yeah, that was really hard watching, sitting out and rehabbing my my ankle. I had fractured it, and so that was kind of hard to come in because you never imagine you're gonna come into your first year injured. So that was hard not being able to do summer workouts. So this year I'm excited that I can do those and be a part of the team right away.
Yeah, because you can show them right now what's up.
Yeah, exactly. In these scrimmages.
Exactly. They're going to see you every single day and not just like every once in a while. Now they get to see you. Now you can prove. Show them what you got, girl.
Exactly. I will.
Raina's back with another question. Callie, how do NIL deals come to athletes? Do businesses contact you direct? Does everyone have an agent, or does the U handle it all for you?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways that businesses, you can get NIL deals. A lot of mine will come from like businesses contacting, like my dad's my agent. So he'll handle that.
Good for your dad. He's watching out for your best interest.
Yeah, he's a lawyer, so he's got all of that organizing stuff, and he's got that down. So I just leave that up to him. But then there's also this thing, it's called like Swarm. And so the Swarm will reach out to you if a business wants you to do an opportunity for them. So like I did a car wash ad. I saw that.
I saw that.
That was like this, that was the Swarm reaching out to me being like, hey, this business wants you to do this for this amount for this thing. Like, are you okay to do this? Do you want to do this? And you can say yes or no. So it's kind of nice how they lay it out for you. But yeah, it's either usually that or you'll get like a DM on Instagram, TikTok, things like Twitter, emails. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Calvin, who's a regular on here, said, was it hard to have one of your fellow freshmen leave? Did she talk a lot to you girls before she left? I guess another way of asking that question is did you guys know it was coming?
Yeah. Aaliyah's one of my good friends, one of my close friends. She was in the Bible study with us. So we became really close throughout that. And she's just a great person. Like, she works hard. And it's so sad that she's going to be leaving. I'm not going to be able to spend time with her anymore. But, she's on her own journey, and I'm proud of her for, doing what she thinks is best for her, following her dreams. Cause that's all she's doing. She's just trying to figure out what's best for her. So I'm happy for her. I'm really sad though, because she is one of my good friends.
Yeah. And I think most of us were caught off guard because I think we had her penciled in as the starter next year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
She texted us before just to let us know, and I've gotten to see her just like before she leaves and stuff. So super sad, but excited for her. Yeah, super excited for her.
This is also a Calvin question, but this kind of floats into the question I was going to ask you is, you got some sisters.
Yeah, I got a lot.
That play basketball. I don't know how many you got.
Well, so I have an older sister, but then I have two younger sisters who they're good ballers. So excited for them. The oldest one, she's in 8th grade, and then youngest one, she's in 6th grade. They're pretty good. They're both really tall.
Hawkeyes among them?
I hope so. I think they're both looking at it. Yeah, especially
Okay.
Tenley. I know that she wants to play Division I, and she's doing really good right now in AU. So we'll see how that shakes out and stuff. But
Okay.
that would
Yeah,
be
and
really
Kelvin asked if
exciting.
there were any more girls in Solon on the way. In other words, besides your sisters, is there anybody in the high school level that's thinking about Division I basketball that's capable of it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any on the top of my head right now. But I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of like great girls coming through the program because Coach Smith, he's just doing a great job there. He starts them young. Also, my dad, he coaches kids pretty young, and then you get a team together, and that builds state championship teams and state championship talent. So I won't be surprised if there's more girls coming up.
Great. I know that just from talking to your dad, I know that he does coach a lot, and so it sounds like he's doing a very good job with everybody.
Yeah, he's coaching it up for sure.
Love it.
I used to do that when my daughters were younger too. I coached them up too, but eventually I had to walk away.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Okay.
Loving it.
Yeah, I got we've only been on a half hour, guys. Callie, how much more time can you give us?
However much time you need. Whatever you're thinking. Whatever you want.
All right.
I'm a talker,
okay.
so
I'm gonna ask. I'll ask something. So, when you all lost that last game, how did that? I mean, how'd you feel? Like, what was the? I mean, it just to us it felt just so abrupt. Like,
yes.
dang it, it's over. Like,
yeah. Oh,
I mean, I thought when you lost in the Big Ten, okay, I looked at it at a positive. I was like, okay, well, it gives them more time to prepare, right?
Yes.
Instead of playing back to back to back to back and then going into the tournament. And
Yes.
usually when you guys come off a loss, you go. Like, you're ready to go and you win. Like, it's one loss, we learn from it, we turn around and we win.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, this is a great chance. And then you had the loss. I mean, how did the team deal with it?
Yeah, I think it was just it was a surprise to all of us just because we know how good we were. I mean, but that game was just not who we were, and that's kind of what Coach Jay was trying to tell everyone too, is like, and remind us, like, that game wasn't who we were. We couldn't make any shots. They made every shot. Kudos to them. Like, they just did a great job. But it was a heartbreaker because we wanted to go all the way, and we knew we could go all the way. We knew we could compete with those teams. So that was it was just a bummer for everyone, especially how close we all are, that was just, everyone was just,
I think Oklahoma, in my opinion, played their best game of the season.
Yes, they did. Of course they did.
For some reason,
absolutely.
They didn't play. They didn't play well in their win right before you guys, and they didn't play well against UConn.
No,
but they saved it for us.
They saved
sure
it for you.
Yeah,
and
they always save it for the Hawkeyes.
I guess everyone
wants
us.
Everybody.
Just something.
It still doesn't matter. Everybody wants
something
Iowa.
about Coach Jenny wanting to beat her old mentor and coach.
I know.
And everything. I think that had a lot to do with it. I think she got those girls sky high for you guys, and
I think everybody gets a sky high for the Hawkeyes.
I know. I feel like we get everyone's best game. Like, we don't get a game off.
No, you never get a game. Never.
No.
Yes, they want war,
and you won't for a long time.
Yeah,
no.
And I think
everybody wants Iowa.
Yeah. The thing that people forget, Caitlin Clark ain't playing no more for you guys.
I know.
It doesn't matter. They still want us.
It doesn't matter because
still,
I guess,
always been that
we're
way.
friends with her, so that's close enough for them.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And a team will come in and we'll have scouted them, right? And they've got no 3-point shooters, and they come in and just light it up 3-point line for.
You're like, where'd that come from? And then you gotta change the game plan.
I know. I'm like, scouting report, no 3-point shooters. Here they come in and they're like shooting 50% from the 3-point line. I'm like, what just happened?
Crazy.
Yeah. So, Brad Mole, he wants to. He says, "I'm late to the party from work, but what made you choose Iowa?" I think you said a little bit of it later, but for Brad's sake, can you repeat it again?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've just always been a Hawkeye since I was a little girl. I've been raised a Hawkeye. My mom, she ran track here at Iowa. My dad, he went to Iowa. It's close to home. All my friends and family can come to my games. The culture here at Iowa, I mean, there's nothing like it. So just all that wrapped into one, it makes it the perfect place for me.
Yeah. I know when my grandson had to choose college, he went to Waukee. That was the only school he was going to.
Yeah.
And when he told me he had been accepted to Iowa, I about jumped through the roof because he knew I'd be excited.
No, there's nothing like Iowa.
So true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jason Hackwell, he's my partner on football podcast, but he goes, "You're always smiling. Do you smile during midterms as well?"
Oh, you gotta smile through it, man. You gotta smile through it. You just put it.
God, I don't.
Geez, midterms too. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think I'm usually. I try to smile all the time, but midterms will get you. Those are hard. You gotta lock in during those.
Yeah.
Okay, Raina has another question. Callie, from your point of view or insight, are recruits just blown away by Carver environment because there's no way they experience that on other visits?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you get a recruit come to one of our games, they're not gonna go to another university college game like that. Like, you're just not. I mean, 15,000 people, that people don't get that anywhere else. So I think that's what brings them in. Especially if that's on their first visit, they're like, wow, this is crazy, Yeah. So I think we get a lot of recruits because of our fan base, which is super awesome. So cool that like so many people support us.
Yeah. Well, and just to kind of piggyback on that, I'm just surprised that after the USC win and Caitlin being back with her jersey race and everything, that all 7 of those girls that were there on the recruiting trip didn't commit that day.
I know. What the heck? I thought they were.
How could they not?
How could you not do that? Come on. Right on the spot. Let's go. Yeah, that's crazy.
Where's the paper?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, really.
Calvin wants to know, do the girls on the team get involved in portal visitors, recruiting? Okay, then he's telling everybody donate to the Swarm. So.
Yeah, when the coaches will get like recruits or people from the portal, like we'll go on visits with them or things like that. When Jada came, we went out to eat and stuff. So they always get us involved, just obviously to meet them and get a feel for them.
Okay, so it's just like the normal recruiting. Like if you bring in somebody like a high school, it's just the same way. That's cool. Yeah, because I wasn't sure how that worked either. That's
like
cool.
Yeah,
she came in on a Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. We all went out to dinner. You get ice cream with them. You go bowling or something fun like that with the team, and just kind of get to bond and see how they fit in.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think her choosing to go elsewhere was that she just didn't feel that was a fit for her with you ladies?
I'm not 100% sure. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe that once she went on a different visit, she maybe felt her heart going elsewhere. But honestly, not too sure. I didn't get to talk to her very much. Just really nice girl though. She's a baller too. So,
she ended up at Iowa State.
Iowa State, fun game at Hilton next year.
Yeah, there you
go. Take them down. It's all right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Brad wants to know which coach has had the most impact on you since arriving to Iowa City. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to hear it from you.
I'd probably say Coach Reina. I mean, they're all great, and they're also positive and amazing. But Coach Reina has been there for me since day one. She pushes me every single day, and she never told me that I wasn't good enough or anything like that. Like, she just told me to keep working. And the cool thing is she told me to do that, and she did it with me. She worked with me, and I think I'm just so grateful for that because you get a bench player, and not all coaches are going to go work out with you every day. No, you don't get that. Not all coaches are going to sit down and watch film with you, right. And she did that with me. And I think it was because she just saw potential in me, and she saw like that I wanted it so bad. And that I was going to do whatever it took to get on that court. And so she put in the time, and I did too. And
you're going to miss her then, huh?
I'm really going to miss her. I know.
You
I
are.
told her. I mean, she got on a Zoom, and then we were on a Zoom out of nowhere, and Coach Jay was like, all right, I'm going to pass the mic off to Coach Raina. I'm like, nope, don't say anything. You're not leaving. You're not leaving.
And then she gave you the word.
Yeah, then she gave us the word, and a lot of us were just kind of in tears just because she's so awesome. I mean, how can you not love her? She brings so much energy, and she's so positive, and she pushes you every day. Like, such an amazing person.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure they'll find somebody just as amazing as her to replace her.
Yeah, I think they do a great job of filling the staff with people we need, and then the Hawkeye fan base just loves them, and we love them, and it just becomes home.
Yeah.
I'm really glad
she gave you a good base.
Yeah.
So, and she's giving you a good base and what to do, and reaching out and trusting your coaches. So
yes, definitely.
And I'm glad that they that she realized and that she fostered that in you, that she fostered that mindset, because you can really get lost in your own thoughts. You can get really lost in like the negative self-talk. And I'm just because that was one of my things I know that I had like mentioned, for y'all sitting on the bench, because I know I've been there, done that, and it gets to be a dark place.
Yes.
And you just have to have faith, and you have to believe it warms my heart to hear that someone is fostering that for you all, because I remember a dark time in my time. I was going to quit when we were in Indiana. Like, I quit. I walked off the court. I was done. My heart was broken, and I was finished with basketball. And my teammates talked me back into it, and they said, no, Tyback, you can't leave. You can't leave. We're going to a Final Four. You can't leave. We need you. And they got me to stay, and we did that. And here I am. I'm talking to you now because of that, because of all the decisions and the things that I decided to do. If I would have quit, I wouldn't be here talking to you.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be here doing the things I'm doing now. So it's just warms my heart that you guys are protected in that way. And I really, really love to hear that. That's the culture that keeps you at Iowa. That's why you stay there.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
Brad has a show called Hawkaholics that they do. They've been hit and miss since the football season ended, but he said he asked you the question because they had a former Iowa wide receiver on their show, and the coach that impacted him the most was Kelvin Bell, which we all know lost his job last year. And so moving on. So Kelvin Fisher said, are any of Jamie KV Lang's kids in Solon old enough to play ball yet?
I don't think so. No, I can't. I think they're pretty young. Maybe like little league basketball or something.
Little baby basket.
Yeah.
Okay. Brad again has another comment. He's been commenting a lot tonight. Thank you, Brad. Iowa women's basketball is pushing elite status in women's ball, and have no doubt we will find a great coach. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Speaking of coaches, you asked me, Callie, when we first came on, if Molly had played with Randy, and so let's ask her now.
Oh yeah,
did you play after your time?
Randy?
Randy, no.
Henderson?
No. No, I was before her.
Okay. She was after.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So Shanda was before me, and then I was after Shanda. Like what? How many years? Shanda? Like
Peterson
2? Like 1 year, maybe, Shanda? Were we 1 year or 2
by
years?
1 year or 2? Because you played with Gillette, right?
Yeah. Well, I came in that year when Gillette and them were playing, when Steph and Gillette were the guards, and then I had to sit out a year, remember, for the transfer. And because I remember you running like crazy.
That was my senior. That was my senior year because they were picking and I was running.
Yes, it was so great. And I think you guys went to Japan that year or something.
16.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they were crazy. Did you go to Japan that year, or was it the year after that?
It might have been. Well, I went to Japan after.
It was probably after you then. Yeah, because no, I'm talking about the team traveled to Japan. and played. And
I
I
don't
couldn't
remember
go
that.
because I was a transfer. So I had to stay home while they went to Japan.
Oh,
Because
that's
I
a
wasn't
bummer.
eligible. I had to
You
sit
need to
out. And now you
You
guys
transfer
got
weren't
to
the.
the deck,
eligible.
man.
Isn't that
Come
crazy?
on.
And now you guys got the transfer portal and can do whatever the heck you want. And I had to sit out for a whole year and
Dude.
not go to Japan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
I just got
you and
before I
Katie
bring up the next
Katie
couple
Abrahamson
statements.
both.
Yep.
Yeah. Before I
Katie
bring up the
Gabe.
next couple statements, Callie Levin says, "Hi Shanda, I hear
Hey,
Iowa needs a new
Allie.
assistant. Have you ever considered a career change?" I also told Molly she needs to throw her hat in the ring.
Save. Hello.
Come
I'm
on,
taking my
guys.
softball team to state,
Yeah.
She's got big dreams right there. That softball team. Come on.
Molly switched balls. She went to the smaller
I
ones.
did.
The softball.
I
Yeah.
started as a softball pitcher. Now
Yeah.
I'm finishing as a state champion in softball. Let's
Yes.
go.
Let's
That's
go.
so awesome.
Callie, who is
Yeah,
Allie to you?
no.
That's my aunt.
Okay.
That's her
Yes.
aunt. She was
Hi, Aunt.
Allie was one of my sister's best friends.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay,
in high
I need
school.
to be corrected. I said Kelvin Bell lost his job. He did not. I'm having Raina, Kelvin, and Brad all
Oh,
tell
boy.
me I'm wrong. So
yeah, don't
thank
be
you
wrong.
guys
'cause
for
they'll get
correcting me.
you.
Timothy Williams, somebody different. That's new. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Timothy.
Kelly, how do you feel about the incoming freshman and possible transfer? And what things do you think are big for you to work on heading into your second year?
That's a good
That's a big
question.
question.
So, okay, first question. All right, how do you feel about the incoming freshmen? So, I love them. Journey Houston I played some basketball with her with AAU basketball for All Iowa Attack. And she's a hard worker, sweetheart. So that's really exciting. Addie Deal, she's a bucket. So that's going to be really fun to play with her. She's also really nice. When she came on her visit and stuff, we got to chat and just so nice. And then Layla, right, is coming in as the post. So I didn't get to chat with her very much, but I know she's so nice. Like I haven't seen her play, but I'm sure she's awesome. So excited for them to come in. And then transfers. Excited to see who we get on our team just so we can get it like all put together and come together and see what we can do. I think that's always fun, you know? And then right now I'm really focused on just like myself and developing and growing in areas. I think, you know, I've been working a lot on my mid-range jumper because, you know, that's something we're missing next year. And I think that's something I can bring, which is going to be really exciting. Just also, I really pride myself in playing defense. I'm pretty like quick, so I think I can bring that. But yeah, just continue to work on my shot and all those things, and just continuing to be smart within the offense, right? Like we run a very, very difficult offense because we set a lot of screens, screenaways, pins. We get the post involved. We cut off the post. So there's just a lot of things you can do. But with a lot of things means like you have to know how to run it well, which can be hard for a freshman. So I'm excited to also get that maturity on my back and continue to kind of improve in the offensive area.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things I've noticed about you watching you this year, and it kind of frustrated me, but kind of not because I knew what you're doing, but is you're a very unselfish player. You want everybody else to shine. You know, which is probably why you waited till your second last game of the season to get your 2 points. The only 2 points you scored all year.
No, I jumped out of my chair. I was like, ah!
I know.
I finally did too. I go, finally, she did what she scored.
I know.
She got it.
All right, it's time. Let's do it. But yeah, I mean, I love to pass the ball. Like, I love like giving crazy passes, fun passes, getting people the ball. You know, I've actually never had to pass to a post before. So this was all new to me. But I mean, I love it. I love getting Ava the ball because when I get her the ball, she scores. So I get an assist right away.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I know,
Ava really
right?
came
We'd
on
be best
strong at
friends.
the end of the season there.
I'm like, Ava, we're working this summer because I'm getting you the ball and you're scoring.
There you go.
Awesome.
I'd be like, run the floor, girl, go.
Yes.
Getting you the ball.
And she loves to run the floor. Like she's
yeah,
oh my
she
gosh,
does.
so
She
good
does
at
it
it.
well.
So I'm excited to just get that outlet and pass that thing up.
Yeah.
What clicked with her that she really turned it on at the end of the season compared to what she was doing earlier?
Mhm.
I think getting an opportunity, right? I mean, I think when she got an opportunity and realized that she can shine in it, like that it just turned on for her, right? And then she got into that zone and she was just so good. But
she
an
get a little more
opportunity,
confident and
yeah. I think just the coaches like telling her, you know, we need you. You know, getting that opportunity to go out there and do what she can do.
And growing into that body of hers, I mean, it's still, you know, it's still a very young body. I mean, once she
Which is gonna
grows
be scary.
into
How awesome that is! Like wow,
her strength and her speed, once that all comes together, it's going to be unstoppable for sure.
Yeah,
You
most
see
people
what
when
she
they look at her,
does.
you would think that they wouldn't think that she's that fast and that she would get down the floor as much as
and
as
that
quick as she
tall.
does. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
she's
so
fantastic.
awesome.
Like y'all, like how tall are you?
I'm like 5'9", so I mean, what is she?
But
She's 6'3", 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
yeah,
She's
up
listed
there.
at 6'4". What she actually is, I don't know.
She's probably 6'4". That girl's tall. I'm
She's
standing
tall.
by her in practice and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know.
So
She's tall.
at 5'9", you're kind of like a Molly Davis height.
Yeah, I would say I'm a bit taller than Molly Davis because I think Molly Davis is like 5'6".
Oh, okay.
So like,
yeah, she was a little shorter.
I'm trying to think. Maybe like, I think Gabby Marshall was maybe 5'9".
Oh yeah, that's
she
right.
wasn't.
Yeah, I think so.
Like that, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you're all taller than me because I'm only 5'5", so.
Little guy.
I played my share of basketball though, but I was also beat up a lot because of my height. Anyway, moving on. Kelvin Fisher says he lists all the recruits that they're trying to bring to Iowa: Lewis, Borns, Harping, and I can't even say that other name. Walzinko. You probably know the name. Have you? He just wants to know if you've met any of them.
Yeah, I've met all of them actually. Jenica, Lewis, known her for a really long time. So excited to see where she chooses to go because she's really good. And
that's
then
the girl out of Johnston.
Yeah, out of Johnson. Bjorn, she always comes on visits when Jenica comes on visits. I think they're like close friends. So got to meet her a couple times. Great player.
So maybe if they get one, they get both.
Yeah, I know. I think that's Kate, right? Kate Harping, I think.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Okay. I think we went to a camp together or something, but I met her on a visit. I think McKenna is the last one. Zika. I know her name's McKenna, but awesome. Just great girls, and they're really great players.
Okay. All right. This one's for me and Molly. Andrew Anderson, who owns this network that we're on, wants to know when Molly and I are going to come on his show. So the answer, Andrew, is when we get invited.
Yeah. And just tell us, Andrew. We got you.
All right. Brad wants to know who would you say you're modeling your game after?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Good question.
Ooh.
And that's what we did back in the day. I don't know about y'all, man.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not like a certain player. I mean, I really like to play defense, and I really like to shoot the ball. So, you know, whoever that is,
it's awesome.
But yeah, I like to do the things that kind of don't show up on the stat sheet. I'm kind of one of those players, you know. I like to get scrappy on D, and Kylie's taught me a lot with defense this year, which has been kind of fun. I've been watching her a little bit. She's a great defender. So that's been really fun to just get better and stuff. But definitely priding myself in defense this year.
Recruiting win, getting Kylie to come back.
Yeah, I know. I was so excited.
So great.
Yeah, we all saw the video when she told the team that she was coming back.
That's just so
this girl, oh my gosh, I didn't even know she could have another year. She didn't even tell us. And then
I don't think anybody knew until the end of the year.
No.
Yes.
I didn't know.
So awesome. I mean, I was just in tears. I'm like, because she's just one of my best friends. Like, so I'm just so happy she's coming back. Like, just such a great person. You know, like we get so much coffee together. So I'm going to need her back again. And Just super fun to hang out with her and all that.
And a good veteran leader for sure.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
and it's gonna be fun for her to step into a more vocal role this year. Like this is her year,
you know. Yeah, because she kind of came in, and then she's slowly been kind of like coming up, and then just really going into her game and just developing, and now it's like perfect. You need that leadership. You so need that leadership.
It's gonna be so great.
It sounds like that this is the first year where she really felt good about her knee. That she still struggled.
Yes.
Timothy Williams says, "Are we going to see more Callie mic'd up moments next year and more Z the bus driver moments? She needs some Iowa drip."
Oh, that's funny. I mean, I love that. Was so fun when I got to be mic'd up. I mean, we were just sitting in the locker room. I think they were doing like open locker room or something, and our video guy, he came over to me because he knows like I'm a journalism major and I'm a sports management major, so I kind of want to do like sports broadcasting, maybe something like
that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So he came up to me, he's like, "Let's do some mic'd up," and I was like, "Okay." Came with I was just like coming up with questions on top of my mind, going around asking, just trying to make it fun.
That was cool. No, that was actually cool. I got to see that video and I enjoyed it. And the first thing I thought was, girl, you need your own podcast.
I know. I should get a podcast going on. I don't know.
Yeah, you should.
And then you could have Jada borrow her from her podcast and invite her as your first guest.
Right.
Yes. That'd be fun.
No, I got to tell you, that podcast that you and Jada did together had me in stitches, and that's where I learned to, that day you became my favorite Hawkeye women basketball player.
Oh, that's special. Yeah, Jada likes to keep it light, and so do I. So we have fun together.
Yeah, and that's what we try to do here too. We don't try to take ourselves too seriously. Ro wants to know what your goals off the court are. You kind of mentioned it, but maybe for her because she probably got in late. If you wanted to,
like I said, I kind of didn't really know what I wanted to do when I came in. I was like maybe business, maybe communications. Took a class on journalism, loved it. Realized that I could do sports broadcasting. So I think after college, when I'm done playing basketball, whenever that may be, just going into that sports broadcasting role would be really fun, to be a Laura Vandenberg, a girl on the show, like doing halftime reports, things like that,
Yeah.
I think that'd be super fun.
No. You need to be the one on the court grabbing the girls after the games and talking to them. That would be your
specialty. Yes.
And take Holly's position.
And like maybe do the Big Ten Network, when they do the talking over, like we need a little more exciting. Come on.
Yes,
I'm
I agree.
Like I'm like, and they need to know how to pronounce your guys' names and like maybe practice that. Practice before they do the game.
I'm sure someone called me Levin and what are we doing here? It's not Levin, it's Levine.
I know, and we're like, hello. There was another one they were mispronouncing too, and we're like, oh my god, stop it.
Yep.
That's funny.
Callie, get used to it because my last name is Frine, but everybody pronounces it Freen. And it's just like I get to the point where I don't even correct them anymore.
You're like, is this my last name now? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Jason mentioned something about Lucy's mid-range. We're gonna.
It's a beaut.
We know that she had a great mid-range. That's what her specialty was. Although she turned into quite the three-point shooter the second half of the season.
Oh yeah. Girl can shoot, but she loves the mid-range. But once they take away that mid-range, she can knock down a three.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I think they were giving her that three because they didn't think she could actually make them.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing? She's gonna make that.
Okay. Calvin says. Calvin has another question. He goes, Callie has a great personalities. What is her major and media star? I'm not sure what he means by the media star. Maybe you understand.
Journalism and sports management are my majors, and media star. I mean, I do love doing TikTok, so that's what that means.
Yeah. That's I think all you. That's the key. The girls that come in, I was going to ask you, that come in next year, the freshmen and any portal people you pick up, they got to get involved in your TikToks because
basically how we decide on players is can you do a TikTok and then you're in,
Right.
You got to screen them first.
Make a free throw and then do a TikTok.
Yes,
Come on,
you have to make 2 in a row and then make a TikTok and then you're in.
You
got to practice because my granddaughter, a couple of years ago, she lives in Oklahoma City, but I was out there visiting for the couple of weeks, and she was high on TikTok, but she was too young to actually have her own account. So she made me do a TikTok video with her that she wanted to do on my account, and we did it, and it's probably the most viewed video we got. But I told her, instead of trying to do it right because I was having a hard time, I said, I'm just going to screw it up on purpose, and then you'll get more views.
Right.
It got like, I mean, my videos don't get views that much anyway, but I had over 2,000 views on that one. I thought, wow, that's the most I've ever had, and probably the most I ever will have.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay. Andrew says, this show is so fantastic. Callie is a fantastic player. Shanda and Molly both on. I gotta tell you something about Andrew. He is a University of South Carolina women's basketball fan.
Oh yes.
And one day when I had a hard time staying on the show and I kept getting booted off, he and Molly went through it. He covered for me while I was off the air.
I wanted to ask Andrew a couple questions.
Do you want to ask him about the blowout?
How is Staley handling it on the bench there, Andrew?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Andrew. That's not nice. I'm so sorry. He disappeared.
Callie, Andrew wants you to know if you'd be willing to share your TikToks so other people can go watch your TikToks.
Oh yeah, it's just Callie Levin. So CALLIE LEVIN. Go check them out. They're pretty awesome.
She's like, I'm on there.
All right. Timothy says, going into next year, you guys are going to have one of the best front courts in the country in Hannah and Ava. That fits Jan Jensen so perfectly. That's more of a comment. I think you believe that anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, Hannah and Ava are great. Hannah's gonna have some. I feel like she's just gonna come out ready to go, which is exciting. And then Ava, obviously, with that confidence at the end of the season, just taking that into this season, she's ready to go. Then obviously having some great guards to get the ball to them, and when they are being doubled, to be able to hit down shots, that's gonna be important. So,
huge,
very exciting.
Yeah,
huge.
Yep.
And I imagine Hayes might see a few minutes there too next year because she's coming in as a post player, if I remember it. Ro wants to know, do you have a pregame ritual? I didn't even say it right.
Yeah, usually we get there about well, if we're talking like an away game, we get there like an hour and a half before the game, and I usually have my headphones on. I'm listening to some Christian music. That's usually my everyday thing, and then I write "Count It All Joy" on my hand, and then I just do a little prayer, and then after that we turn on some music and we dance it all out. You know, it's usually it was kind of fun for the Big Ten tournament. Me, Lucia, and Taylor, we were like, they played some songs on, and we were just in this dance circle, and we were just dancing. It was awesome.
Taylor Strimlow, right?
Yeah,
Not McCabe. Okay. Question: you mentioned Christian music, and I listen to a lot of Christian music. I'm curious what your favorite Christian artists are.
Oh, I love Lauren Daigle. She's awesome. I love to listen to her before my games. I like Brandon Lake. I love his songs. So good. But yeah, I have a playlist of about like 230 songs. So
wow.
Me too. Mine would be
just
Mercy
a small
Me,
list.
Casting Crowns.
Yeah, just small.
US.
Yeah, Mercy Me's really good. I like their music too.
Yeah. All right. Okay. It says Andrew does say that he's not going to lie. He cried a little. Okay.
I bet.
I'm sure a lot of people did.
Well, you know,
when
our team lost to Oklahoma, I think we were crying a little bit too because I think we lost in a similar fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Callie,
I was not happy.
Callie, Jan tries to get her guards to post up, and she seems like a person who loves to see a nice seal and post up.
I would say no. Usually not. The guards usually stay on the outside. I mean, we do a lot of cutting and stuff, but I mean, it's just, the Big Ten is just you got some big girls in there, so you're not going to see me being 5'9" posting up a 6-foot guard who's guarding me, right? I mean, that's just not that's not my game. It's not a lot of people's games. Mostly just trying to get it into the big girls and then get it in and out. You know, try to move the defense around.
Yeah, there's not a lot of mismatches in the Big Ten.
Yeah, no. I mean, you might sometimes get like a 5'6" guard guarding you, and then maybe if you cut, you can post up for, but I mean, usually not.
Yeah.
I'm back. We're all back. I think I lost you all for a minute, but it looks like you guys didn't ever leave because you guys.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Molly's getting used to this.
value.
I occasionally get myself booted out for some reason.
He'll leave and be gone, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm talking to myself, guys. How we all doing?
That's funny.
Yeah, the Hawkaholics podcast people are on here tonight, and they're saying Callie is kicking ass. Want to come on with them sometimes. Joke. Dean and Molly have first dibs.
That's funny.
All they got to do is I messaged your dad one day on Twitter and or X, and he said you'd love to, but you wanted to wait till the season was over, and that's how we're here today.
Yes.
You know?
He did the same to me. He just asked me one day, and I said, "Sure, why not?" All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But Molly, you were easy because I did follow your career. You know, I didn't follow Iowa as much in those days as I just followed you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You're so sweet.
Callie, will you be at the Fever game when it comes to Carver?
Oh, I definitely will be. Our team I think Coach Jay got us all tickets, so we'll be there. Our whole squad.
I was going to ask you if you guys needed tickets or because that's your resident arena, you can just show up to any game you want.
I know. Tickets. Well, apparently Fever's owning the arena for that night, so we can't just show up. But it's
yeah. Wow.
At least we get to go. It'll be fun.
Good. That's good. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
South Carolina needed more than 12 McDonald's All-Americans. He's laughing. I have 12 All-Americans.
Dang.
On the team. Wow.
Jeez.
That's a low blow.
That is a low blow.
I know. But we love Andrew. We love her.
Yeah.
Love him.
I mean. Oh my gosh.
You've never played 6-on-6, but we're all old enough to know what 6-on-6 is.
Yeah, she's not playing 6-on-6. They so silly.
Do you think you would have liked it?
Yeah, we did, but
my mom played 6-on-6.
Right?
So she told me a little bit about it. I watched some game film on her actually. At my grandma's house, they have a lot of film there, so we watched some game film. But she only played defense. So
wow.
I think I would have not wanted to play defense the whole game.
No.
I think I would have wanted to score like 80 points a game.
Yeah, you would have been the offensive player for sure.
Yeah, I never played defense.
I saw Molly play the last state 6-on-6 game, or before Columbus switched to 5-on-5, and
I did.
She was dominating force there.
Yeah, what I had 52, I think.
I think weren't you named like a most valuable player or something for the tournament?
I did, yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
Callie, but you got one thing on her she didn't get. They didn't get a state title.
We did not. See, and that's the thing. That's my big speech.
I did not either.
Nope, and that's my speech for softball. I said that's my missing puzzle piece in my life. So for my softball team, I'm like, y'all gotta go get my missing puzzle piece. You got to get me that state championship.
It's hard. I mean, you might have one good player, but you got to have a pretty you could have you got to have pieces around you. You know, I had some good pieces around me. You know.
Yeah.
So that was what was helpful.
Yeah, like 4 years we made it, 4 years in a row, and every year lost in the championship. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Alcoholics wants this question, stealing this question from a friend of the show, but who is the one person you would call at 11 p.m. after a terrible game? Who are you looking to pick you up?
Probably my mom. If she's on here, Mom, it's you.
It's you, Mom.
Well, I thought I might see some more Levine comments tonight, but so far we've only had one.
No, they're kind of boring. What the heck?
No, really. I texted him this afternoon. I'm like, I'm coming on too.
Don't let my mom on.
Yeah. Your dad. I will say this: your dad did a very good job of helping me promote this
Yeah.
episode tonight, and there's a lot of people who were looking forward to this show tonight.
That's great.
My
He's
wife
good at
says
that.
that's how we got married. Just asked, and I said, "Why not?"
That's how Iowa nice we are.
She had no better offers.
That's funny.
Sure.
And Andrew says, "Great show for real, my friend. Going to get ready for my show." Yeah. So
Bye, Andrew.
okay, your mom did show up.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's your mom, right?
Oh, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Callie, are you guys going to play Coach Rena Harmon's Florida golf team this year? If you guys do, I hope it's in Carver because the place will be rocking. Your schedule's not even set yet. Do you guys? You guys don't even know most of your schedule, do you?
Yeah, we don't. But I mean, probably not, just because they're super far away. I don't know. I mean, you never know, really. But
she may come there though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, she might. Yeah,
she might come there for the money. I think don't they bring them in and pay them money to play you guys, and then just get their butt kicked or something? I think that's what happens.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Well,
yeah,
usually we have to have pretty lower some mid majors come in, and so
yeah, I mean, and they get like
maybe.
$10,000 or something.
Yeah,
and you guys destroy them.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
it's awful.
Yeah. I have no idea where golf course as far as women basketball is, but
Golf course, Florida.
I think the men made the Elite Eight.
I think Florida Gulf Coast is like down by Daytona, maybe. Like Daytona and Embry-Riddle and all that, maybe. I think so. It's close to me because I'm in Atlanta, so like.
Yeah.
I can go
Speaking
support
of Atlanta.
Speaking of Atlanta.
All right, guys. I mean, any last comments or anything? I think I'm getting to the point where my knee's about ready to buckle under me here.
Okay. It's about dinner time for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get something good to eat. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And
wants the team they want the team to come to Florida. He'll come
I
see
want to go to Florida.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, there gotta be some tournaments down there you guys could go to.
You guys go to Florida, I'll come and see y'all. I'll drive down.
I want to go to Florida. Heck.
No, what you guys really need is to find a tournament in California that I can go to because I'm here in California.
Find them I guess we'll have to find them everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Gotta come to Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys come to Maryland next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite brother?
Right? Because they came here. Yeah, we go to Maryland.
Yeah. So I'll be there.
Cool.
Yes.
Who's your favorite brother?
Wow. That's a really hard one. I bet my brother wrote that. Oh my gosh. McGuire. What are you doing?
How old is your brother?
He's 8. He's kind of
okay. Well, welcome to the show, favorite brother.
Like cast the other day because he went skiing for the first time, broke his tibia, I don't know, something like that. And he was in a full leg cast. Now he's just in a boot, so doing better.
Go.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Crazy. Yeah.
Well, Callie, I may reach out to your dad because I might have an opportunity, and I may reach out to him for it. See what he thinks.
Yeah,
I'm doing a hat.
Awesome.
I'm gonna be doing a hat line for my team, so I may reach out. Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
I know.
Get me one.
And the hat's gonna be on the inside. It's gonna have win every battle, and send a message. Because it was for my team to always send a message because no one believed in who they were. And I said, you need to send a message every single day of who you are.
I want that. Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
love that. Send a message.
Yeah. And then what I want to do is have the website so that they can go to the website, and it's a mindset website that helps athletes with, that mindset and motivation and all of that so that you can make it through those hard times that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But it's in the works, and it's a fundraiser for my team, so we'll see.
That's awesome.
I got another question that just kind of popped in my head. I know when Lisa was still with the team, every 4 years, so everybody could go on a trip. She did a 4-year an overseas trip, and so sometime during your 4 years, you're probably going overseas.
Yes.
Do you guys?
My senior year, I think.
Is it your senior year?
I think it's my senior year, which will be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great way to go out.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Looking forward to that. I mean, gosh. I mean,
Be a
Big
starter.
Ten Network made a big old 3-part special on the last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's going to be a starter. She's going to go to the Final Four, and she's going overseas. How amazing.
Bang.
Yep.
Bang.
Okay, now wait a minute. We're
Boom,
going to get her
baby.
one more. She has to actually win the title that year.
Yes.
Mm,
Thank
I
you.
like
Not
that.
just
That's
go
great.
win it.
Win. I'm so in. That sounds wonderful.
Speak it,
Count
and it
me
shall
in.
be.
Yes.
Okay. Tim says, I hope you have an amazing off season, Callie. I hope a natty's on the way. We also got to get Jan Jensen on the show.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Yeah.
She's
That
so
would be
booked.
awesome. Oh my
I know.
gosh.
We've had
Oh, she'd
Angie
love
Lee
chatting with us.
on, but never went for
Good
an
old
actual
Angie Lee.
standing coach.
Yeah,
Wow.
she'd love chatting with us.
She
Come on
would
now.
love to. She loves chatting with anyone. I
She'd
mean,
have
this
so
girl.
much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. We might have to do that. I'm leaving that in your hands, Molly.
Oh boy.
Or we
I
can
do
have
have a
Callie.
phone
We can have
number.
Callie
I
mention
mean,
it.
that's how I got my tickets.
I got a phone number too.
I know. That's how I got my tickets last year. But now she's head coach. She can't answer me. She's kind of busy.
Callie
She's
can
a
go
little
to the whole
busy
team
now.
now. All the
Busier.
coaches. Callie can go to all the coaches and all the team and say, "Hey, I really had fun on this podcast.
Right.
You guys should
Don't
consider
go on
going
it.
on with them." I would love to make a summer
Yeah.
of it, having everybody on.
Yes. That would
Yeah,
be
get
really
somebody
fun.
else.
Yeah.
Bring them on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
The questions have
Absolutely.
slowed down, and we've been on for about an hour, 16, 17 minutes, and my knee is screaming. It wants me to do something with it. So
Yes.
I think
Callie
I
needs
really
to eat.
appreciate you coming on, Callie. I really do.
Yeah.
I just hope it, like I told you in a text message earlier today, I hope it opens up the doors for other teammates to come on.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
You just have to let them know and share this podcast with them.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
All right.
Well, dude, thank you so much for having me. This was a blast. Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep working
We
hard.
appreciate you.
Will do.
All right.
will
I'm going
do.
to go ahead and
Hang
hit
in
the
there.
outro.
All right.
I will never be free now, my baby, no, no.